Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to play with a couple of the products that I purchased through my Ulta Points Rewards haul. And I'm going to be using the Tarte palette that I purchased, and also the Italian Summer Face Palette from ABH, which looks really pretty. I have not used it yet. What I do have on my face already, besides my sunscreen and my skincare, is I did use the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation. This was nice. It applied really nice. It wasn't sticky at all. It did a great job of covering my hyperpigmentation on the first application, and then I did add a little extra, but it doesn't feel heavy on your skin. It doesn't sit on top of your skin. It's really nice. This is supposed to make your skin better like after 2 weeks if you use it every day. I really do not use the same foundation every day, so I don't know if I can commit to that because I like to change things around, but today I really did enjoy it. Then for concealer, I have my Shiseido Synchronized Concealer, I think is what it's called. This is a really nice one, and I am using my Tatcha powder over the entire face. So we are going to start with putting a little bit of the P. Louise, this is the white one, eye primer on my lids, and I just kind of want to do this like a little bit of a chatty video. I really don't have that many new things to, share with you guys. My life has been very boring lately, which boring is nice. I mean, not boring as far as I don't have anything to do, because trust me, I always have things to do. I'm getting into my lower. But as far as new things, so yeah, but I just thought that, maybe we can have a little bit of a chat. Today is my first day of retirement. I'm so excited. I don't even know how, it feels weird. I don't even know how to feel about it. I mean, it's nice to know that I don't have to wake up anymore, but by the same token, I mean, I've had this routine for such a long time that I don't think I'm going to have a hard time adjusting to it. But it's still different. I mean, trust me, I was ready to retire. I've been ready to retire for a while. There have been so many changes within the company that I really wasn't thrilled about, that I have been ready to move on. But I was trying to, ride the wave a little longer, but it got to the point where I really do feel like this was the time. Alright, so it feels a little tacky. It did a great job covering, any veining or discoloration that you may have on your lids. This is I think this is the first time I use it. I may have used this white one once before, really quick, but I really didn't pay attention as to, did it make my eye makeup last longer? I really don't have trouble with my eye makeup staying on my eyes. So this is what the Tarte palette looks like, and this is the one that opens up like this. It's a little weird, to tell you the truth, and I do have a little hard time doing it. Oh, here we go. And not messing it up. And it does have a mirror. The mirror flips open. So this is it. They do have it. It smells so good. Smells like vanilla or vanilla icing. It smells really good. It's really pretty. So the mirror, I wish it's well, I guess it's okay. It kind of like stands like this. You have to have the palette hitting you in the chin in order for you to use the mirror. I'm not complaining. It's fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this color right here to kind of set my entire lid. So I really have not been using too many of the new products. I wanted to save them and kind of use them with you guys. The foundations are the only things that I like to try ahead of time to make sure that I like. But I'm very familiar with the Tarte formula, So if this is something that doesn't apply the same way, I should be able to tell right away. And Tarte always does a good job of staying on my eyes. Yeah, I like it. Sometimes I think when they do like the special editions for the holidays, it's not the same formula as the regular eyeshadows. But otherwise, I think they're fine. Just the same thing with Too Faced. I think that if you get used to using Too Faced, you can tell when they change something. So I'm going to go with this one right here. They don't have shade names, so it's this one, the darker one. That one's too small of a brush. I'm going to go with a bigger brush on my crease. So let's see. We really don't have any plans for the summer. We do have 1 week in July, towards the end of July, that we go to, I was going to say profit sharing. No, that's not it. How do you call that? We have a week at the beach. And I don't know. I'm hoping that we can go. When we have a week in July and a week in November. So last year for July, my sister still kept my dad for that 1 week. But for November, we have friends that own a small ALF, and they're also Cuban, and they're very good friends of ours. And my dad really likes them, and they kept them for us for the week. So that was nice because I felt comfortable leaving him there, you know, with people that are like family to us. I knew they were going to they spoiled the heck out of him the week he was there with them. But this year, my friend is having some health issues herself. So, and she kind of has like a full house right now of elderly people she's caring for. So I don't know if she's going to be able to help us with that. I hope so, because I really feel like my husband and I need to get away. We need to be able to take a breath. And this is my cup for today. Oh, it says it on both sides. It says believe. So I believe that we will be able to go on vacation for a week. So funny story about, now that I show you a different cup. My husband tells me the other day, he goes, I can't find your cup. He was pouring me a cup of coffee. I said, what do you mean you can't find my cup? Excuse me, I kind of choked on it. I said, just get one from the, you know. I have one that is insulated. And when I was working, I would pour my cup in the insulated one so that it would stay hotter longer, because sometimes, you know, I didn't go through my coffee as quickly. So he got used to using that one. So I said, just use one of my other mugs. So he can't understand why I have to have more than one mug at a time. He has one mug and that's all he uses, okay? So he goes, why do you do that? I said, why do I do what? He goes, why do you have so many mugs? I said, because I like to use different things. Okay, I'm going to use this one right here that looks beautiful on my lid. And then we're going to darken the outer V. But right now I want to use this one. Look at this. So anyway, I said, I like variety. I said, you know, I like to be able, you know, to use a different cup every day. You know, I don't see anything wrong with it. He goes, that's kind of crazy. He goes, doesn't coffee taste the same? I said, yes, hon, it tastes the same. But, you know, I like different mugs. What's the big deal? He doesn't seem to understand what, you know. Do you guys have different mugs? Do you use the same mug every day? I have some that have makeup messages on them. I have some that have like positive messages on them. You know, like this one that says believe. I have some that don't have anything on them. But, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. I just think it's fun. Why does every day have to be the same? I like a little variety. Okay, I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to use this brown right here, this deep brown. And there's even a cooler brown on the bottom one. I need a bigger mirror. The mirror's too tiny. But I think I want to use this one first. This is pretty. These are my go-to shades. You cannot go wrong with shades like this. You can always create a beautiful, warm look. And these are like my go-to looks. Yes, I like to play with different colors. I love also berries and purples. But if you ask me, I like the brown, bronzy colors. That's just me. All right, I'm going to take this flat brush right here, and I'm going to go into, let's see. Well, I did it on a finger that I already had shadow. I don't think that's going to show me much. That one or that one. I'm going to go into this one right here on my inner side of my lid. So let's see. Yeah, so that's my summer. Also, my son has 2 children. The little girl that is the makeup lover like me. She's 7. I'm just taking the brush that I used on my crease to just kind of mix everything together. They are all summer vacation now, so we help out. So on the days that my son is divorced, so on the days that are his days, they'll be here during the day until he picks them up. So those days are going to be full for me. And last year I was working from home and it was very difficult. My granddaughter likes to, play, do my makeup. She's very creative. She likes to do puzzles, or, I like to get her like these jewelry making kits, and she loves doing all that, which is great. I think that's a great thing for her to be artistic, and, she's very organized and very detailed. So that's a lot of fun. Got eyeshadow on my brow, right there. That wasn't smart. So anyways, I'm still using the light color. So yeah, they're going to be here. 1 week will be 2 days, and the next week will be 3 days. So those days, they pretty much get here. They'll get here like around 9 o'clock in the morning, and they'll leave when my son picks them up. I'm going to take the deepest brown in this palette, which is this one right here, and run it under my lash line. So the other days is probably what I'm going to try to film on the days that I don't have them. It's too hard to do it, of course. It's impossible. I can't do it at all. Forget about hard. I just can't do it. So like today, my husband goes walking at a park that is not too far from us every morning. He walks like 5 miles. So he's gone a couple of hours. So I got up this morning when he left so that I can do this video. And my dad usually wakes up around 9:30 in the morning. But of course today he woke up at 8. So I had to feed him and give him his insulin and his pills, and after that I sat down to do my video. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing on the days that we don't have children, and maybe on the weekends I'll get a chance. But I'm going to try to post a few more videos every week. I want to do more get ready with me. I'm just using the darker brown that I used on my lower lash line to darken up the outer V over here. So I just want to go ahead and probably do that on the days that I don't have the grandkids, and get up when my husband goes to walk and film in the mornings. That way it'll be nice and quiet. I won't have interruptions, and we will all be happier. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do on my eyes. I already did my brows, and I used the ABH Brow Wiz. I didn't bring it out because you guys have seen that before. That's nothing new on my channel. So before I do my mascara, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. So this is the first time I'm using the Abh palette. I like that. I like this. I really do. I think that, gosh, I got shadow all over the place. I mean, everything is in the bronzy brown, but if you like those shades, these are beautiful. I really got the palette dirty. I'm going to have to wipe it afterwards. I do not like dirty eyeshadow palettes. When I watch some channels and they show their palettes and they're all nasty. I mean, I know it's because the palettes are loved. I shouldn't say nasty. Okay, that's the ugly word. I should say kind of messy. Okay, and I know it's because their palettes are loved and they really get in there, but I don't like doing that. I like to keep my makeup, you know, as clean as I can. So you can really create a look with this quad, this quad, and this quad. Now I use a little bit of each. I used this one on my inner lid. I used this one here on my crease. I used this one in the center of my lid. And I used this one on the outer V, and then a little bit of this one also on the outer V and the lash line. So I think this is really pretty. They also have a cool one that has like purples that I'm considering getting, but I wanted to try this one first to make sure that I was going to like the formula, and then it's the typical formula that Tarte uses. So this is the Abh palette. This is the lightest one they have, which is Italian Summer. I think it's beautiful, and we're going to put a little bit of bronzer on. It's very pretty, but it's very, very pricey. I really think that Abh, I think $48 would have been a more reasonable price for this than $58. I tell you, I had Ulta points, but I still hated to use $58 worth of points on this. It's like, why, Abh, why do you have to be so darn high there? I don't put too much on my forehead, guys. You can never see my forehead. That's why I don't have dark spots on my forehead, because I've always pretty much had either bangs or side bangs, so it covers my forehead, and I don't have any dark spots. But as you can see with that foundation, you can still see a little bit. It always peeks through, but it did a pretty good job of covering it. Okay, and I am going to use this this blush right here. Does it have the name of the blushes? I don't think so. I don't think it has the names, but it looks like a very pale, pretty pink, so we'll see. I don't know how pigmented it is, so that's nice. And I'm glad that they came out with 3 different palettes so that it can be more inclusive. Sometimes companies come out with just one palette and it really doesn't, you know, not everyone can use them. This way you have a choice, and if you have a deeper skin tone, you know, you can still get this overly priced palette. Okay, and now for the highlighter, I hope it doesn't have any glitter. No. Okay, it's either very subtle or I can't see it. There we go. I can see it better now. It is kind of subtle. I don't know. Not if I swatch it. On my, it swatches nice, but okay. Oh, I can see it more on this side. I think it's the lighting. With my lighting, I have a hard time. Yeah, I can see it more on this side. It's probably super blingy on this side. I just can't see it because of the lighting. Okay, I'm going to take the brush that I use for bronzer and kind of go over everything. And then the one that I use for powder. Alright, so for mascara, I am going to use the Essence Primer and the, this is by who? Major Pleasure by Nabla. And I will be right back. Alright, so this is with my mascara. And now for lipstick. Where is my lip liner? Almost dropped some. Okay, here it is. So I'm going to use a Juvia's Place lip liner, and this is in the shade. I swear, it's pretty bad when you can't tell if it's upside down or not. I will list it below. This is, I believe, is from the new collection. I just got a couple of palettes from them. All right, and then this is a Becca, and it's in the shade. I will list it on the screen. Don't know. I noticed that a lot of her products are going on sale now, like 50% off at a lot of the retailers. I like her lipsticks, but I'm not too keen on her lip glosses. All right, so this is the entire look. I'm going to move you up so you can see it. There you go. And the lips. And I think the face palette is nice. I think the blush is on the light side, which is fine. I mean, I'd rather, you know, build a blush than to have way too, you know, for it to be super pigmented and sometimes get carried away. I think that the highlighter looks nice. I don't like a super blingy highlighter, so I don't know, I see it a little better on the monitor than I do on my mirror, and I see it better on this side. But anyway, this is the eye look, and I think this eye palette is beautiful. Let me see if I can find a shade that, let me take a little bit of this bright one here that we put on the inner corner and just highlight the, ooh, yeah, that one's bright. That brow bone a little bit. I just touched it. I usually prefer more of a matte for my brow bone, but that's pretty. Okay, so this is it, guys. I really did enjoy the palette. I think it's very pretty. I still think it's a lot of money, and I would say wait and see if they have it on sale, or if you can at least get it at 20% off. I think if it wouldn't have been for my points, I would have not purchased it. I think it is way, way, way too much money. It's crazy. You can almost get an Hourglass palette for that. The Hourglass are 65, I think. Yeah, so anyways, this is very pretty, and I think these were 39, but I really do like it. I think I'm going to order the one in the cooler shades. I like it. I love the formula. Very creamy. You saw how easy it was for me to apply. It blended like a dream, so I definitely like this. And as much as this is pricey, this really does such an amazing job with my pores. It really, really, really makes them disappear. This is a nice powder. Again, will I repurchase it when I run out? I don't know. I don't want to, because it is pricey. It doesn't have a scent. I don't know why I'm smelling it, but it is a nice powder. Pricey but nice. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was nice chatting with you a little bit, even though I really didn't have any juicy gossip to tell you, because there's nothing juicy going on in my life, okay? So it's more or less like Groundhog Day every day around here. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.